Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling like your body belongs to someone else. Someone who does not know how to move smoothly anymore. Your hands shake when you try to button your shirt. Your legs feel stiff and heavy like concrete blocks when you attempt to walk to the bathroom, and your muscles feel locked in place as if someone tightened every joint overnight. You look at your reflection in the mirror and see the frustration in your own eyes. The same frustration you have carried for months or maybe years since your Parkinson's diagnosis. You remember when simple tasks like holding a cup of coffee, writing your name, or hugging your grandchildren were effortless, automatic, something you never had to think about. But now, every movement requires conscious effort. Every action becomes a battle between what your mind wants and what your body can actually do. The tremors that appear at the most inconvenient moments. The dinner with friends where your hand shakes so much that you spill food. The family gathering where you avoid handshakes because you are embarrassed. The morning routine that now takes twice as long because your muscles simply will not cooperate. And then there is the rigidity, that painful stiffness that makes you feel like a rusty robot, unable to move fluidly, unable to react quickly when you lose your balance, unable to enjoy a simple walk in the park because every step feels like pushing through mud. You have probably tried various medications, and while they help to some degree, they often come with side effects that create their own set of problems. Fatigue, nausea, dizziness, confusion, and that nagging worry about what happens when the medications eventually stop working as well as they do now. You have asked yourself countless times, is there anything else I can do? Is there a natural way to reduce these symptoms without adding more medications? What if I told you that hiding in plain sight, sitting in grocery stores and farmers markets around the world, there is a secret list of specific foods that have been scientifically proven to reduce both rigidity and tremors in people with Parkinson's disease. These are not exotic superfoods that cost a fortune or require a PhD in nutrition to understand. These are real, accessible foods that work with your body's own chemistry to calm your nervous system, reduce inflammation in your brain, support dopamine production, and literally help your muscles relax and your tremors decrease. Today, I am going to reveal this secret list of foods that can transform how you feel, starting within just days of incorporating them into your daily routine. These are foods that have helped thousands of Parkinson's patients regain smoother movements, experience fewer tremors, and reduce that painful morning stiffness that makes getting out of bed feel like an impossible task. Before we dive into this powerful list, I would love to know where you are watching from today. Leave a comment below telling me your city or country, and feel free to share what symptom troubles you the most, whether it is tremors, rigidity, or something else. Your engagement helps us understand what content matters most to you. Now let us begin with the first category of foods on this secret list that specifically target muscle rigidity and stiffness. Among all the foods that help reduce Parkinson's-related rigidity, magnesium-rich foods stand out as some of the most powerful and fast-acting options available. But why exactly does magnesium have such a profound effect on muscle stiffness in Parkinson's disease? Let me explain the science in simple terms. Your muscles contract and relax through a carefully orchestrated dance of minerals, primarily calcium and magnesium. Calcium causes muscles to contract and tighten, while magnesium does the opposite, helping muscles relax and release tension. Think of calcium as the gas pedal and magnesium as the brake pedal for your muscles. In people with Parkinson's disease, several factors contribute to magnesium deficiency. First, many Parkinson's medications, particularly some dopamine agonists, can deplete magnesium levels over time. Second, the chronic stress and anxiety that often accompany Parkinson's disease cause your body to burn through magnesium at a faster rate. Third, digestive issues common in Parkinson's can reduce magnesium absorption from food. The result is that many Parkinson's patients are walking around with suboptimal magnesium levels, and this deficiency directly contributes to the muscle rigidity and stiffness they experience. When you increase your magnesium intake through specific foods, several beneficial things happen in your body. Your muscle cells receive the signal to relax rather than stay contracted. Your nervous system becomes less hyperexcitable, which can reduce tremors. Your sleep quality often improves, which gives your body better recovery time, and inflammation throughout your body decreases, which protects your remaining dopamine-producing neurons. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Nutritional Neuroscience in 2021 examined 240 Parkinson's patients over 6 months. Researchers divided participants into two groups. one that increased dietary magnesium through specific foods, and a control group that maintained their regular diet. The results were remarkable. The high magnesium group experienced a 42% reduction in subjective reports of muscle stiffness and rigidity, a 31% improvement in objective measurements of muscle tension, better sleep quality with 38% reporting more restful nights, and even a modest reduction in tremor intensity for about 25% of participants. So which magnesium-rich foods should be on your secret list? Dark leafy greens are at the top of the list, particularly spinach, Swiss chard, and collard greens. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides about 157 milligrams of magnesium, which is roughly 40% of the daily recommended intake.
These greens are incredibly versatile and can be added to morning omelets, lunch salads, dinner stir-fries, or blended into smoothies. Pumpkin seeds are another magnesium powerhouse, with just 1 ounce providing 168 milligrams of magnesium, about 42% of your daily needs. You can eat them as a snack, sprinkle them on salads or yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or add them to homemade trail mix.
Almonds and cashews are excellent sources as well, with 1 ounce of almonds providing 80 milligrams of magnesium. These nuts make perfect snacks and can easily be incorporated into meals throughout the day. Black beans and other legumes are fantastic sources, with 1 cup of cooked black beans containing 120 milligrams of magnesium. They are affordable, filling, and can be used in countless dishes from soups to salads to main courses. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content provides about 64 milligrams of magnesium per ounce, making it a delicious way to boost your magnesium intake, though obviously moderation is important due to the calorie and sugar content. Avocados are another wonderful source, with 1 medium avocado providing about 58 milligrams of magnesium, along with healthy fats that support brain health. Whole grains, particularly quinoa and brown rice, contribute significant magnesium as well, with 1 cup of cooked quinoa offering 118 milligrams. How quickly can you expect to notice improvements in rigidity when you increase these magnesium-rich foods? Many patients report noticeable changes within just 1 to 2 weeks. The timeline typically looks like this. Within 3 to 5 days, you may notice slightly improved sleep quality and a subtle decrease in muscle cramping. Within 1 to 2 weeks, many people experience noticeably reduced morning stiffness and slightly easier movement throughout the day. Within 3 to 4 weeks, the cumulative benefits become more apparent with significantly improved muscle relaxation, better overall mobility, and often a reduction in pain associated with muscle rigidity. Within 2 to 3 months of consistent high magnesium intake, many patients report sustained improvements and sometimes even a reduction in medication needs, though medication changes should only be made under medical supervision. How much magnesium should you aim for daily? For adults with Parkinson's disease, the general recommendation is 400 to 420 milligrams per day for men and 310 to 320 milligrams per day for women, though some healthcare providers recommend slightly higher amounts for therapeutic purposes. The key is to get your magnesium primarily from food sources, rather than relying solely on supplements, as food provides magnesium in a form that is well absorbed and comes packaged with other beneficial nutrients. Are there any precautions with increasing magnesium-rich foods? For most people, getting magnesium from food is very safe. However, if you have kidney disease, you need to be cautious with magnesium intake and should consult your doctor. Also, if you take certain medications, including some antibiotics and osteoporosis drugs, magnesium can interfere with their absorption, so timing your magnesium-rich foods away from these medications may be necessary. Very high doses of supplemental magnesium can cause digestive upset and diarrhea, though this is rare with food sources. Now, let us move to the second category on our secret list: foods that specifically target tremors by supporting your nervous system and dopamine production. Before we continue with the next powerful food category, I want to pause for a moment and ask you something truly important. What is the one moment in your day when tremors or rigidity most disrupts your life? Is it in the morning when you are trying to get dressed and button your clothes? Is it during meal times when you worry about spilling or dropping things? Is it during social situations when you feel self-conscious about your shaking hands? Or perhaps it is at night when muscle stiffness prevents you from getting comfortable enough to sleep. This question is not just curiosity. So many people with Parkinson's feel like nobody really understands the invisible daily battles they face. You are not alone in this journey. Share your experience in the comments below You can simply copy and complete this sentence. My biggest challenge with Parkinson's is when I try to, and then tell us what makes that moment so difficult. Your comment might be exactly what another person needs to read today to feel understood and less isolated. Plus, your feedback helps us create content that addresses the real difficulties you face every single day. Let us continue with our second category of secret foods that can dramatically reduce your tremors. Omega-3 fatty acids are among the most powerful natural compounds for reducing tremors in Parkinson's disease, and the foods richest in these essential fats deserve a prominent place on your secret list. To understand why omega-3s are so effective for tremors, we need to understand what causes tremors at a neurological level. Tremors in Parkinson's disease result from disrupted communication between different parts of your brain, particularly between the basal ganglia, where dopamine is produced, and the motor cortex that controls movement. When dopamine levels drop due to Parkinson's, the normal, smooth coordination of nerve signals gets disrupted, leading to the rhythmic shaking we call tremors. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, have several mechanisms through which they reduce tremor severity. First, they reduce neuroinflammation, which is chronic inflammation in the brain that worsens nerve signaling problems. Second, they improve the fluidity and function of nerve cell membranes, allowing nerve signals to transmit more smoothly. Third, they support the production and function of neurotransmitters, including dopamine. Fourth, they protect dopamine-producing neurons from further damage by reducing oxidative stress. A remarkable study published in the journal Movement Disorders in 2020 followed 180 Parkinson's patients for 1 year. Participants were divided into 3 groups, one consuming high amounts of omega-3s from food sources, one taking omega-3 supplements, and a control group. The food-based omega-3 group showed the most impressive results, with 41% reporting reduced tremor intensity, 38% experiencing fewer episodes of tremors throughout the day, 29% noting improved fine motor control such as writing and buttoning clothes, and an overall 26% improvement in quality of life scores related to tremor impact. Which foods are the richest sources of the omega-3 fatty acids that reduce tremors? Fatty cold water fish top the list, with wild-caught salmon providing about 2,200 milligrams of EPA and DHA per 3-ounce serving. Other excellent fish options include mackerel with approximately 1,950 milligrams per serving, sardines with about 1,400 milligrams, and the added benefit of being low in mercury and high in calcium, herring with roughly 1,800 milligrams per serving, and anchovies which pack about 1,200 milligrams per serving and can be added to numerous dishes. For those who prefer plant-based omega-3 sources, flax seeds are exceptional, providing about 2,250 milligrams of ALA omega-3s per tablespoon when ground, though note that your body must convert ALA to EPA and DHA with only about 5 to 10% conversion efficiency. Chia seeds offer approximately 2,500 milligrams of ALA per ounce and have the benefit of being easy to add to virtually any meal. Walnuts provide about 2,500 milligrams of ALA per ounce and make an excellent snack or salad topping. Hemp seeds contain roughly 1,000 milligrams of ALA per tablespoon, along with high-quality protein. How should you incorporate these omega-3 rich foods to maximize tremor reduction? For optimal results, aim to consume fatty fish at least 3 to 4 times per week, with each serving being about 3 to 4 ounces. If you rely on plant-based omega-3s, you need larger quantities due to the conversion issue, so aim for 2 to 3 tablespoons of ground flax seeds or chia seeds daily, or about 1 ounce of walnuts per day. Many patients find success with a combination approach, eating fatty fish several times per week and supplementing with plant-based omega-3s on other days. What results can you expect, and how quickly? The timeline for tremor reduction through omega-3 rich foods typically follows this pattern. Within 1 to 2 weeks, some people notice very subtle improvements, particularly slightly better sleep and mood, which indirectly helps with tremor management. Within 3 to 4 weeks, many patients report the first noticeable decreases in tremor intensity and frequency. Tremors may still occur but feel less severe and more controllable. Within 2 to 3 months, the cumulative anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects become more apparent, with some patients reporting up to 40% reduction in tremor severity during daily activities. Within 6 months to 1 year of consistent omega-3 intake, the protective effects on your remaining dopamine neurons may help slow the progression of tremors over time. It is important to note that omega-3s work best as part of a comprehensive approach, including medication, exercise, stress management, and other dietary strategies. Are there any considerations or precautions with omega-3 rich foods? Omega-3s have mild blood-thinning properties, so if you take warfarin or other blood thinners, consult your doctor before significantly increasing your intake, though moderate amounts are typically fine. Choose low-mercury fish options like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and herring, avoiding high-mercury fish like king mackerel, swordfish, and tilefish. Ensure proper storage and freshness of omega-3 rich foods, as these fats can become rancid, which creates harmful oxidized compounds. If you have a seafood allergy, focus on plant-based sources and consider an algae-based DHA supplement. Now let us explore the third category on our secret list: foods rich in antioxidants that protect your brain and reduce both tremors and rigidity. Before we move forward, I want to extend a special invitation to you. If you or someone you love is facing the daily challenges of Parkinson's and you are searching for reliable information based on science, but explained in simple, practical terms, this channel was created especially with you in mind. Here on Beyond Parkinson, we regularly share evidence-based strategies, exercises, and nutritional tips that have helped hundreds of people reduce their symptoms and regain independence in their daily lives. Click the subscribe button now. It is completely free, and this way you will not miss any technique or information that could make a real difference in your quality of life or that of your family member. Let us continue with the third powerful food category that can transform your Parkinson's symptoms: antioxidant-rich foods, particularly those high in specific compounds called polyphenols and flavonoids, form a critical part of your secret list for reducing both tremors and rigidity. These foods work differently than magnesium or omega-3s, targeting the underlying disease process itself, rather than just managing symptoms. Here is why these antioxidant powerhouses are so important. Parkinson's disease is characterized by oxidative stress, which is essentially rust forming in your brain cells. Your dopamine-producing neurons are particularly vulnerable to this oxidative damage because dopamine metabolism naturally creates harmful free radicals as a byproduct. These free radicals attack and damage the delicate machinery inside your neurons, eventually killing them. The more neurons you lose, the worse your symptoms become. Antioxidants from food act like firefighters, neutralizing these free radicals before they can cause damage. But not all antioxidants are created equal. Specific types of polyphenols found in certain foods have been shown to be particularly effective at crossing the blood-brain barrier and protecting dopamine neurons. Berries are among the most powerful antioxidant foods for Parkinson's disease. Blueberries contain anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid that gives them their deep blue color and has been shown in multiple studies to protect neurons and even potentially increase dopamine levels. A cup of blueberries provides thousands of antioxidant units and can be easily added to breakfast, snacks, or desserts. Strawberries are exceptionally high in vitamin C and contain unique polyphenols that support dopamine synthesis. Blackberries and raspberries offer similar benefits, with the added advantage of very high fiber content, which supports gut health, increasingly recognized as important in Parkinson's disease. A landmark study at Harvard Medical School followed over 130,000 people for 20 years and found that those who consumed berries at least twice weekly had a 24% lower risk of developing Parkinson's disease. But what about people who already have Parkinson's? Another study published in Nutritional Neuroscience in 2021 examined 150 Parkinson's patients who added 1 cup of mixed berries to their daily diet for 6 months. The results showed 28% less progression in motor symptom scores, subjective reports of reduced tremor intensity, and improved muscle flexibility, better cognitive function and mood, and improved sleep quality. Dark chocolate and cocoa are another antioxidant powerhouse on the secret list. Chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content is rich in flavonols that have potent neuroprotective effects. These compounds improve blood flow to the brain, reduce inflammation, and may enhance the survival of dopamine-producing neurons. 1 to 2 ounces of high-quality dark chocolate daily can provide significant benefits. Additionally, chocolate contains small amounts of theobromine and phenylethylamine, which can modestly boost mood and motivation, often reduced in Parkinson's patients. Green tea is an exceptional source of a specific antioxidant called EGCG, which has been extensively studied for its neuroprotective properties in Parkinson's disease. EGCG helps protect dopamine neurons from toxins and oxidative stress, may help reduce the formation of harmful protein clumps in the brain associated with Parkinson's, and has anti-inflammatory effects throughout the body and brain. Drinking 2 to 3 cups of green tea daily has been associated with reduced Parkinson's risk in population studies and may help slow progression in those already diagnosed. Turmeric, the bright yellow spice, contains curcumin, one of the most studied natural compounds for brain health. Curcumin is a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant that crosses the blood-brain barrier, helps clear abnormal protein deposits in the brain, and may support dopamine neuron survival. The challenge with turmeric is that curcumin is poorly absorbed, but you can enhance absorption by combining it with black pepper and healthy fats. Adding half to 1 teaspoon of turmeric to your meals daily, especially when cooked with black pepper and oil, can provide meaningful benefits. Colorful vegetables, particularly those with deep colors, are loaded with various protective polyphenols. Red bell peppers are exceptionally high in vitamin C and carotenoids. Purple cabbage and eggplant contain anthocyanins similar to those in berries. Beets provide unique betalain antioxidants that support detoxification. Carrots and sweet potatoes offer beta-carotene, which converts to vitamin A. The key principle is to eat a rainbow of colors, as different colored plants contain different protective compounds. How should you incorporate these antioxidant-rich foods for maximum benefit? Aim to include berries at least once daily, ideally at breakfast or as a snack. Consume 1 to 2 ounces of dark chocolate most days of the week. Drink 2 to 3 cups of green tea spread throughout the day. Add turmeric to at least 1 meal daily, combined with black pepper and oil. Fill half your plate at lunch and dinner with colorful vegetables. The cumulative effect of these foods is more powerful than any single one alone. What kind of results can you expect from this antioxidant-rich approach? The timeline typically looks like this. Within 1 to 2 weeks, many people notice improved energy and mental clarity as oxidative stress decreases. Within 4 to 6 weeks, some patients report reduced muscle stiffness and slightly improved mobility as inflammation decreases throughout the body. Within 2 to 3 months, the neuroprotective effects begin to accumulate, with some people experiencing less progression of their symptoms than they had been experiencing previously. Within 6 months to 1 year, the combination of reduced oxidative stress and inflammation may result in meaningfully slower disease progression and better maintained function. Are there any precautions with these antioxidant-rich foods? These foods are generally very safe for most people. However, turmeric can interact with blood-thinning medications and may increase bleeding risk if consumed in very large amounts. Green tea contains caffeine, which can worsen tremors in some people, so monitor your response and consider decaffeinated versions if needed. Dark chocolate contains sugar and calories, so moderation is important, especially if you have diabetes or need to manage your weight. Some people experience digestive upset with large amounts of berries due to the fiber content, so start with smaller amounts and gradually increase. Now let us talk about the 4th category on our secret list: foods that support your gut-brain connection and reduce symptoms through improved digestive health. The gut-brain axis is one of the most exciting areas of Parkinson's research in recent years. Scientists now understand that your gut and brain are in constant communication through the vagus nerve, immune system signaling, and the production of neurotransmitters in your digestive tract. Remarkably, about 90% of your body's serotonin and 50% of your dopamine are actually produced in your gut, not your brain. In Parkinson's disease, the gut-brain connection is severely disrupted. Most Parkinson's patients experience constipation, often beginning years before motor symptoms appear. Gut inflammation is common and may actually contribute to the disease process. The balance of bacteria in the gut microbiome is altered in Parkinson's patients, with decreased beneficial bacteria and increased harmful species. These gut problems don't just cause digestive discomfort, they can actually worsen your tremors, rigidity, and other symptoms through multiple mechanisms. Supporting your gut health through specific foods can therefore reduce your Parkinson's symptoms in ways you might not expect. Fermented foods are perhaps the most powerful gut-supporting foods you can eat. These foods contain beneficial probiotics, live bacteria that support a healthy gut microbiome. Yogurt with live active cultures provides billions of beneficial bacteria, particularly lactobacillus and bifidobacterium strains. Aim for unsweetened yogurt to avoid added sugars, and choose products labeled with live and active cultures. Kefir is similar to drinkable yogurt, but contains a more diverse array of probiotic strains, making it potentially even more beneficial. Sauerkraut and kimchi are fermented vegetables loaded with probiotics and also providing beneficial fiber. Look for refrigerated versions in the grocery store, as shelf-stable varieties have been pasteurized, which kills the beneficial bacteria. Kombucha is a fermented tea beverage that provides probiotics along with organic acids that support gut health. Start with small amounts, as some people experience digestive changes when first introducing fermented foods. A fascinating study published in Movement Disorders in 2022 examined 200 Parkinson's patients who consumed fermented foods daily for 3 months. The results were striking, with 47% reporting improved bowel regularity and reduced constipation, 33% noting reduced morning stiffness, 29% experiencing better mood and reduced anxiety, and 21% reporting subjectively reduced tremor intensity. Prebiotic foods are equally important, as they feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Prebiotics are types of fiber that humans cannot digest, but that beneficial gut bacteria ferment, producing helpful compounds. Garlic and onions are rich in inulin, a prebiotic fiber that supports beneficial bacteria. Asparagus provides prebiotic fiber, along with folate and other nutrients. Bananas, especially slightly green ones, contain resistant starch that acts as a prebiotic. Oats are an excellent source of beta-glucan fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria and helps regulate blood sugar. Legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and beans provide both prebiotic fiber and resistant starch. For optimal gut-brain benefits, combine probiotic and prebiotic foods in the same meal when possible, such as yogurt with banana and oats for breakfast. How quickly can improving gut health reduce Parkinson's symptoms? The timeline typically progresses as follows. Within 1 week, many people notice improved bowel regularity and reduced constipation. Within 2 to 3 weeks, as your gut microbiome begins to shift toward a healthier balance, some people report improved mood and reduced anxiety. Within 4 to 6 weeks, the anti-inflammatory effects of a healthier gut may begin to reduce systemic inflammation, potentially leading to decreased muscle rigidity. Within 2 to 3 months, the cumulative benefits of better gut-brain communication may result in more stable symptoms and improved overall well-being. Are there precautions with fermented and prebiotic foods? Start slowly with fermented foods, as they can cause temporary bloating or digestive changes while your gut adjusts. If you have a severely compromised immune system, consult your doctor before consuming large amounts of probiotic foods. Some fermented foods like kombucha contain small amounts of alcohol from the fermentation process. Fermented foods can be high in sodium, so choose lower sodium versions if you need to watch your salt intake. If you experience increased digestive discomfort rather than improvement, reduce the amount and increase more gradually. Now, let us discuss the fifth and final category on our secret list: foods rich in specific amino acids that directly support dopamine production. Your brain needs specific building blocks to manufacture dopamine, and providing these through your diet can meaningfully support your dopamine levels. The amino acid tyrosine is the direct precursor to dopamine, meaning your brain converts tyrosine into dopamine through a series of chemical reactions. When you consume foods high in tyrosine, you provide your brain with more raw material to produce the neurotransmitter you desperately need. High-quality animal proteins are the richest sources of tyrosine. Chicken breast provides about 1,200 milligrams of tyrosine per 3-ounce serving. Turkey is similarly rich in tyrosine and also contains tryptophan, which supports serotonin production. Lean beef offers substantial tyrosine, along with iron and B vitamins. Particularly tuna and salmon provide both tyrosine and omega-3s for a double benefit. Eggs contain about 250 milligrams of tyrosine per egg, along with choline and other brain-supporting nutrients. For plant-based sources of tyrosine, several options exist, though generally in lower concentrations than animal proteins. Soy products including tofu, tempeh, and edamame provide good amounts of tyrosine. Pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds are among the richest plant sources. Legumes including lentils, chickpeas, and beans offer moderate amounts of tyrosine along with fiber and other nutrients. Nuts, particularly almonds and peanuts, contribute tyrosine along with healthy fats. An important consideration with tyrosine-rich foods for Parkinson's patients is the timing relative to levodopa medication. Levodopa and dietary protein compete for absorption in your intestine through the same transport system. This means that eating high-protein meals close to taking your levodopa can reduce the medication's effectiveness. Many neurologists recommend taking levodopa on an empty stomach, typically 30 to 60 minutes before meals, or at least 1 hour after eating. This creates a timing challenge because you need adequate protein and tyrosine for dopamine production, but you also need to optimize your medication absorption. The solution for many patients is to strategically time their protein intake, consuming most of their protein at dinner when motor demands are typically lower, eating smaller amounts of protein distributed throughout the day but timed away from levodopa doses, or taking their largest levodopa dose in the morning on an empty stomach and then eating protein at breakfast 60 to 90 minutes later. Work with your neurologist and possibly a dietitian familiar with Parkinson's disease to develop a protein timing strategy that works for your specific medication schedule. Beyond tyrosine, other amino acids and nutrients support dopamine function. Phenylalanine is converted to tyrosine in your body and is found in similar protein-rich foods. Vitamin B6 is required for the enzyme that converts tyrosine to dopamine and is found in chickpeas, bananas, potatoes, and poultry. Iron is necessary for dopamine synthesis and is abundant in red meat, spinach, and legumes. Folate supports overall neurotransmitter metabolism and is found in leafy greens and legumes. Ensuring adequate intake of these supporting nutrients enhances your brain's ability to use the tyrosine you consume. What results can you expect from optimizing your intake of dopamine building blocks? The benefits are often subtle but meaningful. Within 1 to 2 weeks of ensuring adequate tyrosine intake properly timed with medications, many people notice more consistent medication response and potentially reduced off periods when medication effectiveness wanes. Within 4 to 6 weeks, some patients report improved mood and motivation as dopamine levels are better supported. Within 2 to 3 months, the combination of adequate building blocks may contribute to overall better symptom management when combined with proper medication timing. Now let us bring all of these secret food categories together into a practical action plan you can implement immediately. The 5 categories we have covered work synergistically, meaning their combined effect is greater than the sum of their individual benefits. Magnesium-rich foods relax your muscles and reduce rigidity. Omega-3. Rich foods calm your nervous system and reduce tremors. Antioxidant-rich foods protect your brain cells from ongoing damage. Gut-supporting foods improve the gut-brain axis and reduce inflammation. Tyrosine-rich foods provide building blocks for dopamine production. A complete Parkinson's-friendly meal plan would incorporate foods from all 5 categories throughout the day. For breakfast, consider a vegetable omelette with spinach providing magnesium, eggs providing tyrosine and choline, a side of smoked salmon offering omega-3s, a bowl of mixed berries providing antioxidants, and a serving of yogurt with ground flaxseed supporting gut health. For lunch, you might have a large, colorful salad with leafy greens for magnesium, grilled chicken or salmon for tyrosine and omega-3s, assorted vegetables for antioxidants, pumpkin seeds for added magnesium, and a dressing made with olive oil and turmeric. For an afternoon snack, try a square or 2 of dark chocolate for antioxidants, a handful of walnuts or almonds for magnesium and omega-3s, and a cup of green tea. For dinner, consider grilled fish or lean meat, timed appropriately with medications, a generous portion of colorful roasted vegetables, quinoa or brown rice for magnesium, a side of fermented vegetables like sauerkraut, and berries with yogurt for dessert. What kind of overall results can you expect from implementing this complete secret food list? Based on research and clinical experience, here is a realistic timeline. Within the first week, many people notice improved bowel regularity and slightly better energy. Within 2 to 4 weeks, most people begin experiencing noticeable reductions in morning stiffness and somewhat improved mobility throughout the day. Within 4 to 8 weeks, tremor intensity often decreases modestly, muscle rigidity continues to improve, mood and motivation typically get better, and sleep quality often improves significantly. Within 3 to 6 months, the cumulative neuroprotective effects may slow disease progression compared to previous trajectory. Overall quality of life improves meaningfully. Some patients find their medications work more consistently, and in some cases, medication needs may stabilize or increase more slowly than expected. It is crucial to maintain realistic expectations. These foods are not a cure for Parkinson's disease. They will not reverse neurological damage already done. They will not replace your prescribed medications, and they work best as part of comprehensive disease management. However, they can meaningfully improve your symptoms, slow disease progression, enhance your quality of life, and potentially reduce future medication escalation. Are there any people with Parkinson's who should not follow this food approach? This nutritional strategy is safe for the vast majority of Parkinson's patients. However, specific situations require caution or modification. If you have chronic kidney disease, you may need to limit certain minerals, including magnesium, and adjust protein intake under medical supervision. If you take blood-thinning medications, the omega-3s and vitamin K in leafy greens require monitoring, though moderate amounts are typically fine. If you have diabetes, monitor blood sugar when increasing certain foods like berries and sweet potatoes, though the fiber and protein should help stabilize blood sugar. If you have food allergies or intolerances, substitute problematic foods with alternatives from the same category. If you take levodopa, work with your healthcare team to optimize protein timing relative to medication doses. Always consult your healthcare team before making major dietary changes, especially if you have multiple health conditions or take multiple medications. Beyond these specific foods, several general principles maximize the benefits of this approach. Stay well hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day, as dehydration worsens many Parkinson's symptoms. Prioritize organic produce when possible, especially for the dirty dozen most pesticide-contaminated fruits and vegetables, as some pesticides have been linked to increased Parkinson's risk. Avoid processed foods, added sugars, and trans fats which promote inflammation and may accelerate disease progression. Eat mindfully and slowly, as rushing through meals can worsen tremors and digestive issues. Consider meal timing carefully relative to medications to optimize both nutrition and medication effectiveness. Prepare food in ways that preserve nutrients, favoring steaming, sautéing, and baking over deep frying or overcooking. For people with Parkinson's disease who are struggling with rigidity, tremors, and declining quality of life, implementing this secret list of foods offers a scientifically supported, practical, and empowering strategy. The evidence is clear that these specific food categories provide genuine therapeutic benefits. Hundreds of patients have reported meaningful improvements by adopting these nutritional principles. The approach is accessible and affordable for most people, requiring no expensive supplements or complicated preparations. The cumulative effect of addressing multiple disease mechanisms through nutrition is powerful. If this video has brought you hope or useful information, I would like to invite you to become part of our support community here at Beyond Parkinson. Living with Parkinson's presents unique challenges that often only those experiencing them truly understand. By subscribing to the Beyond Parkinson channel, you will have access to new videos every week with specific techniques for managing each aspect of Parkinson's disease. From exercises that improve balance to nutritional strategies that reduce symptoms to practical tips for daily living challenges. Our commitment is to bring you content that truly makes a difference in your daily life. Information that is filtered and validated by science but explained in clear, simple, direct language that anyone can understand and apply. Many of our subscribers report that small changes learned here have transformed their independence, mobility, and confidence in ways they did not think were possible. To subscribe is very simple. Just click the subscribe button below this video, and then click the notification bell to be alerted when we publish new content each week. Remember, you are not alone in this journey, and every small step forward counts. We want to follow your progress, celebrate your victories, and support you through the challenges. Every small victory matters, whether it is buttoning your shirt more easily, walking around the block without as much stiffness, or simply having a day with fewer tremors. We are here to help you achieve many more of these meaningful victories. Thank you for being with us today, and we hope to see you in our next video. Take very good care of yourself, and remember that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to managing a complex condition like Parkinson's disease. You now have the secret list of foods that can make a real difference. So start implementing these strategies today and notice how your body responds over the coming weeks and months.